Hello, welcome to the weekly transits from Astro Breeze. And today we will look at the week of February 14th, 2023. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. So today we got an interesting day. We it's not a whole busy day in and of itself, but we've got busy on the approach to things. We've got the biggest thing here is, and this is really nice for being on near Valentine's Day, is the Venus conjuncting Neptune, and it will be exact, the next day, tomorrow, which we'll look at. But just orient yourself with this chart, and then we see the Sun getting closer to its annual conjunction with Saturn. So we got a little bit of a push pull here. We've got this little with Venus and Neptune. It's like love. And it's in, Venus is exalted and Neptune is in a good place and it's in Pisces and it's just so nice. It got this dream, this new dream, these ideas and dream. Have this, get that depth. That's what this is for. But then we got Saturn coming up. Let me just go the next day. So tomorrow it's exact, the Venus Neptune conjunction, and then we have the Sun getting really close to Saturn. It'd be that on the 16th, but this is putting this dream to reality. The Sun, you get structure. You have to, once you get the dream, you gotta sketch it out on paper. You have to do your rough draft. You have to do some homework, to bring this into fruition, and that's what I feel the Sun, conjunct Saturn, and it's yearly. It's a yearly thing. So let's see if there's anything else right here before I move that on. So on the 16th, here we have it, with exact, and every year, just a couple days after Valentine's Day, just depending on the leap year, and the time, but it's like right here that we have this sobering effect. And this also, I feel, in the northern hemisphere, this is when people really get itchy. It's like almost at the end of winter. It's just dragging on. It's like, when is it, Groundhog Day somewhere around here? So this is when people, I think, are just getting beat down by the winter. Even though the days are getting longer, it's still snow and bad weather and the slush, and you've passed the romantic part of winter now, and it's just this endurance. So that's, we got that Sun Saturn sobering thing in the middle of February. But anyway, you all know that. But so putting the structure in, toward your dreams, since we have this Venusian Neptunian dream going on right now, make use of it. Look into yourself. What do you want to do? Who do you want to do it with? Where do you want to go? This is the time to just dream, and then you got to like bring it into practicality. Then you're like, that was stupid. What was I thinking? And you'll start getting the sobering reality and trim away all that other stuff. But at first, you have to dream. You have to put it out there, and don't feel stupid when you, you say, "Oh, that was dumb. I don't want to do that. I just want to clear that away." So it's just a matter of um, working with these energies. All right, moving on. 17th. And we have the moon. I think that's the biggest aspect. The moon, well, there's a couple things. Let me see, where is it? Can you see it here? Okay, Mercury, where's Mercury? There. And I want to go back one day. There it is. Okay, back at the 16th. Mercury, you see, at 7 degrees Aquarius, Mercury just went into Aquarius last week, and we should be, it's when Mercury's in Aquarius, we should be making some long range planning, a little bit of thinking ahead. And this kind of goes in with, all this other stuff that's going on, the big dream, the sobering reality, but you got the mental fortitude to do it. But a little bit on the 16th, we got the sobering day in more way than one. To be careful on Thursday, you don't get depressed. It will pass, but Mercury is making a square to the moon nodes. So that's kind of like, it's cross purpose with our desires. So it's like, crap, I just had all this big dream, and now you're telling me that I can't. So this is, oh, this is stupid. That's what I'm saying. Don't feel dumb about saying this is stupid. We have this little struggle here. Or you can think about it, well, it's frustrating. We know that we got to come up against something. It's a big idea, and you really got to gear up. Maybe you got to uh, tighten down your presentation. You got to cross your T's and dot your I's and make a little foolproof presentation, sort of like, no, this can work. I'm just being challenged here with mental, this mental fixed energy to work through it. So don't get discouraged about that. All right, moving to 17th. We've kind of got the moon, moon coming up to being conjuncting Pluto. So, we see it here. Oh, this is just late in the day. It depends on where you are on the planet. But with the moon getting riding over Pluto and then coming over Mercury, I think, again, we're going to be examining the depths. And then we've already seen, some of the aspects from last week, when Mercury actually went over Pluto. It brought out a lot of depths. We had a lot of I don't want to say that. We had a lot of bombshell, yeah, information come up last week. I think the last one I heard was the Jeffrey Epstein court case stuff was just dropped, court drops. So that's interesting. And that will open up a big can of worms. There's a lot of other stuff, that big reveals that came out last week. I can't think of them at the moment because my head's into astrobabble. But yeah, Mercury going over Pluto, bringing up depths of stuff. So now it's moving on, and then now the moon is going to go over Pluto, and that will be more depths, more stuff coming up, emotionally now. Maybe the first one is a lot of mental stuff. Now it's going to kind of, the emotional part will come out of that, I think, with the moon on Pluto. Okay, anything else to say about this day? No. Let's see, the 19th, see the 18th. Oh yeah, the 18th we have some Mars is where's Mars up here? Okay, so Mars is a semi-sextile to Uranus. It's like 30 degrees away, and that's always annoying, these 30-degree or the 150 degrees. So Mars and Uranus, this could be, the 18th, Saturday, this could be some I don't want to say unsettling energies. Mars and Uranus, that's never a really happy kind of thing. We've had all these things blowing up this week, train derailments. I think they're provocateur. I think they're sabotages. I think it's all to bring us to our knees here. But this is indicating more of these surprise, violent things that can't be mixed, because an inconjunct or a semi-sextile just doesn't have anything really good in common. So that doesn't look real pretty. And then see, we got now the moon is conjunct Mercury just right at this time. I just picked that one. So moon's conjunct Mercury. So emotional communications. Saturday. Okay. And then Sunday, what do we got here? Let's see, the 19th. The sun moves into Pisces on Sunday. So now we kind of go, and that sort of following that with the moon over that was that feeling. And now we're switching to, the feeling sign. Okay. Then the moon will have our new moon here on the 20th. And also we have Venus entering Aries. So new moon in Pisces, so an emotional awakening, a set new emotional tones, a new inner vision. Pisces is that inner feeling, that intuition, and maybe working on your intuition, your inner depths, getting your inner compass recalibrated. There we go. That's what I want to say. And then Venus moving into Aries, and then pretty soon coming up to its conjunction with Jupiter is pretty exciting. So this is said, hold on, we kind of had some modeling stuff near, the end of the week here, but then, Monday, this is going to feel like a totally different energy. we've got that Venus now is wearing red leather. It's out of the dreamy spot, and it's like, yeah, I want to get out, put my red leather, and ride my motorcycle. It's going to be more energy into these desires, into what we want, into our create, into our what we value, into our money, into our um, anything that we value. We get that initiative, that Aries energy, that drive, that moving forward of, yes, I can do this. And then as Venus gets closer to Jupiter, that's going to be a really nice energized conjunction. But we'll talk about that one next week. So there's probably a few things that I glossed over. We got the moon. Let's see. Guess that's pretty much the big energies here. So have a good week. Don't get depressed there with some of those things. Use that time to dream, to sketch out your dreams, make it a reality. After you dream, cut away all the things that don't seem right, and then wait for that. Be working on that. Then when the moon, I'm sorry, the sun changes signs, and we get that new moon, and then when Venus moves into Aries, that energy will feel more like unleashing whatever it is you desire to move forward. And we're getting closer to the springtime. So, we're getting inching ourselves out of this. So keep forward, keep moving forward, and we'll talk to you all next week. Bye for now.